Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the Community Awards Banquet for the 2015 Air Medical Transport Conference. I'd like to thank our cocktail reception sponsor for the awards show tonight, Bell Helicopter. I'd also, please. I would also like to thank this year's award show sponsor, PHI Air Medical, and I'd like to take a moment I'd also like to take a moment to thank PHI's Honor Guard for helping us with the opening ceremony this morning. PHI's Honor Guard was the recipient of our 2015 AAMS Excellence in Community Service Award, and we appreciate PHI and their Honor Guard's support of all of our communities across the country. Now, to help me start the show, I would like to invite to the stage the president of PHI Air Medical, Dave Motzkin, to say a few words.
Good evening. On behalf of the women and men of PHI Air Medical, we are honored to have the privilege of sponsoring tonight's event where we're going to recognize some of the most incredible individuals in our industry. As we celebrate our awards recipients tonight, I ask that you keep a few thoughts in mind. As an industry, we're transporting and changing the lives of between 12 and 1,300 people and their families each day. In the course of doing this important work, some of our colleagues and friends have been hurt or killed as a result of incidents and accidents. And in their passing, they've left us with much to learn from their fate. With due respect paid to those who were hurt or killed, we must also recognize those who are completing the 12 or 1,300 transports every day without incident or accident. And we have just as much to learn from them. And by them, I mean you. With this in mind, PHI set on a path to learn and make the absolute most of what we learned. We assembled a team of our finest and most experienced professionals and consultants who reviewed every significant safety event in our history of millions and millions of flight hours. And we learned a few things. One of the things that we learned is that there are way too many policies and procedures and regulations. You couldn't hope to even begin to memorize all of them. And we also see it as leadership's obligation to provide tools to the folks in the field that they can use in a practical and real way. We also learned that there are about 10 things that if applied in a diligent and well-disciplined fashion, we could get back all but one of those folks that were killed or severely injured in the course of their work. The operators of our great industry have made a commitment to one another, and that commitment is to not compete on safety. What that means is that when it comes to safety, we work collaboratively and we help each other to succeed. As one of PHI's ways of honoring that commitment, as well as honoring each of you and especially honoring the award recipients tonight, I'm proud to present to you PHI's life-saving behaviors. You're going to find those life-saving behaviors in a booklet and in a coin on each one of your seats. If you would like some more information about how to apply those life-saving behaviors, simply Google PHI life-saving behaviors. Please don't take this moment lightly, and please don't take PHI's gift to the industry lightly. I mean it when I say we reliably could have got back those that were killed if we simply did these 10 things with discipline and regularity. And with that, I ask you to join me and the rest of our industry in never competing on safety and by practicing our life-saving behaviors diligently and with discipline every time you go to work. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave, and thank you again to PHI. We appreciate all of our sponsors' support for this year's AMTC. During your dinner tonight, you will view the teams who have been competing for this year's Simulation Cup, and I would like to introduce Stacy Wazinski, the Sim Cup Committee Chair, to join me on stage and say a few words about this year's competition.
Today, 10 teams competed in the preliminary round of competition for this year's 2015 AAMS Simulation Cup. I'd like to commend all 10 teams for their hard work, dedication, and competitive spirit. They worked very hard, and we did not make it easy on them. This competition wouldn't be possible without a lot of organizations and vendors sponsoring us, so I'd like to thank AAMS, Laerdal, Zoll, Gibson & Barnes, Boundtree Medical, Hamilton Medical, Eagle Med, and Metro Aviation for their support. Also to my tireless staff and volunteers who are still overworking and setting up for tomorrow's final. I'd like to announce the top 4 teams that are moving on to tomorrow's final round of competition, which starts at 11 a.m. in the conference hall on the main stage for the Sim Cup. Those 4 teams moving on: Stars Canada, University of Michigan Survival Flight, Cleveland Metro Life Flight, and finally, Orange Transport. Congratulations to all 4 teams. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, congratulations to all the teams, and a special congratulations to those 4 who win the finals tomorrow. Now I'd like the presidents of our contributing sponsor associations to please join me on the stage. And as they make their way to the stage, I'd like to call your attention to some special groups that should be recognized for their achievements. In your awards booklets are lists of the most recently accredited programs, the 2015 graduating class of the Medical Transport Leadership Institute, and the names of the individuals in the 2015 class of the Safety Management Training Academy. We're proud to recognize these newly accredited programs and individuals who've devoted their time and energy to reach such a significant goal. We would also like to congratulate this year's winners of the 2015 AMTC Scientific Assembly. We appreciate all of your endeavors in the advancements of scientific research in the critical care transport field. Will the individuals or programs in the audience tonight that are here please stand so that we may recognize you for your noteworthy achievements and all the efforts you've put in over this past year. MTLI graduates, SMTA graduates, accredited programs, please stand up. And now we're proud to announce this year's Association Award winners, and we ask all of the Association Award winners to stand when they hear their name to be recognized.
Hello, my name is Chris Fullagar. I am the president of the Air Medical Physicians Association. I'd like to welcome you all today, and I am very happy to announce the awards for AMPA. The first award is the Distinguished Physicians Award. And the Distinguished Physicians Award is best described as a Lifetime Achievement Award. It is a very special award as it will reflect essentially the entirety of a person's career within the aeromedical community. This year's recipient of the Distinguished Physicians Award for the Aeromedical Physicians Association is Dr. Russell McDonald. The next award that the Aeromedical Physicians Association bestows each year is the Medical Director of the Year Award. The Medical Director of the Year Award is extremely special because it is an award that is nominated by the crews that the physician works with. The nominations then come to the AMPA board for a final selection. This year, the Medical Director of the Year Award for AMPA is Dr. Susan Weddle. Thank you very much, Rick.
Good evening. My name is Alan Wolf, and I'm the president of the Air and Surface Transport Nurses Association, better known as ASNA. Tonight I'm here to tell you about two outstanding nurses. The first was nominated by her peers and recognized by this association for her contribution to transport nursing on a global scale. As the clinical director of the Bosch Academy Center for Flight Nursing, it offered programs to prepare advanced practice nurses for careers in flight nurses and unstructured environments. It is the only one of its kind in the United States, and just recently the program launched its first simulator specifically to better prepare flight nurses for the environment that they'll be working in. Please welcome this year's winner of the Katz Mason Award, Stephanie Steiner. Is she here? There she is over there. Stephanie, stand up again. Wave, Stephanie. I see you. There you go. Over there. Our second award is the Jordan Award. In 1997, Deb Martin answered the call for reviewers for the editorial board for the Air Medical Journal. In 2010, Deb further expanded her role as working more extensively and individually with authors to help them develop their manuscripts, and she earned the title as section editor for an author mentoring. The co-editor of the Air Medical Journal, Jackie Stocking, says that Deb takes the time to work with non-experienced writers to develop their writing skills in the U.S. and abroad. This year's winner of the Jordan Award for Outstanding Contribution to Transport Journalism goes to Deb Martin of the Mayo Clinic and Hospital. Where are you? Deb, you here? Our last award is the Lynn Stevens Award, which is sponsored by Jill Johnson, Julia Springs, Amy Best, and Barry Conti in honor and recognition of Lynn Stevens' passion, involvement, accomplishments, and commitment to air medical safety. It is presented to an individual who has made a significant contribution to safety initiatives that have impacted safety and culture at a specific program or transport community as a whole. The 2015 recipient of the Lynn Stevens Award goes to Bill Landon of CareFlight Reno.
Good evening. My name is Kelly Edwards. I'm the president of the International Association of Flight and Critical Care Paramedics, and tonight I'm honored to speak to you on behalf of that association. Our association annually awards and selects one paramedic who exemplifies leadership, education, and safety, all the qualities we hold dear to our association. This award has been called in the past the Flight Paramedic Association of the Year Award. We now call it the Tim Hines Foundation, the Tim Hines Award in honor of a past president and founding member of the association, because our association does have a history of renaming things. So this year we were honored to select Jordan Owen as the Tim Hines Award winner for our association. Jordan. I can't possibly sum up in a few short moments all the accomplishments he's made in his career, other than to say few of us in this room will probably accomplish in our lifetime what he's already accomplished in his career. So our association is very honored to give him this award. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Steve Goff, President of the National Association of Air Medical Communication Specialists, and I'd like to introduce to you an outstanding air medical communicator. Countless examples were provided noting her professionalism and skill, her dedication to the safety of her crew, and the calm and effective handling of emergency situations involving her aircraft. So at this time, without any more delay, I would like to present the Communicator of the Year Award to Steph Wilson of Flight for Life in Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Though I am a poor substitute for NEMSPA, I would also like to note that the Pilot of the Year Award for NEMSPA goes to Ann Lowell. So let's please congratulate Ann. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't see you come up. I was late getting up here. Okay, please go ahead.
Sorry about that. That was a little unplanned, unrehearsed event there. I'm Kurt Williams, the president of the National EMS Pilots Association. Obviously, I was a little late getting up here. And once I was here, I didn't want to interrupt what was going on. So please accept my apologies. It's a great opportunity to be here, a great honor to be allowed to present the Pilot of the Year Award. Each year, we solicit nominations from throughout the country. The requirements are this person's a shining example of what's right in the pilot ranks in the industry, a tireless champion for safety, striving to better themselves in their programs. And this year we had multiple nominees from throughout the country, and I thank you guys for nominating those folks. As announced, the National EMS Pilot Association Board of Directors has selected Ann Lowell of Haiti Air Ambulance and Air Methods Corporation. A very well-deserved honor. Ann has 12 years in this fabulous industry. Probably the last year has been the most challenging while working in Haiti, one of the poorest countries in the Western Hemisphere, and she's been charged with ensuring safe operations there in challenging conditions. Her professionalism has brought hope to a region where there generally is none, conditions many of us never work in. So congratulations, Ann, and thanks for all you do.
Thanks very much to the presidents of our contributing sponsor associations. As I'd like to also call and invite Marty Arkus to the stage, the AAMS board chairman, to present the AAMS awards. As Marty's coming up, I would also like to congratulate all of the programs that are hitting milestone anniversaries of 20 years, 25, 30, 35, and 40 years of service. And I'd also, as they say in the beginning of many plays or books, you know, the author is responsible for many of the mistakes, and I'll accept a mistake that I made a few years ago when I was drinking from the fire hose during my first AMTC in 2012, to fail to recognize Flight for Life Colorado for having hit a 40th year anniversary in 2012. They're now in their 43rd year of service, and I'd like to congratulate them tonight as well.
Thank you, Rick. I wanted to go just a little bit off script here, so Rick, if you'll just tolerate me for about 2 seconds. Otherwise, I'll have Rick on me. But I've had the pleasure of serving as the chairman of the board for 2 years. I appreciate it. I'd like to give a couple of recognitions. So if I got to have the AAMS board members that are here to please stand. I'd like to recognize all of you and say thank you for your support. And there's one other special recognition I like to give to a lady that has probably bore the majority of my time away and has contributed countless hours of her own to AAMS and the Medevac Foundation, and that's my beautiful wife, Leslie. I'd just like to thank you for all your countless hours and contribution and support of me. So thank you. All right, so now I'll get back on script, Rick. So I would like to invite a representative from each sponsor to come up and say a few words after the video. We'll start the AAMS Awards with the Program Director of the Year. And here's my catchphrase. You guys are going to remember me for years, but just play the video.
Program Director of the Year, sponsored by Bell Helicopter, a Textron company. For 37 years, Life Flight Network has been working tirelessly to make 110,000 patients' worst day a little bit better and ensure it was not their last. Accredited by CAMTS since 2006, Life Flight Network's expansion and impact over the past 8 years can be attributed to the progressive thinking of Michael Griffiths, the 2015 AAMS Program Director of the Year Award recipient. Since assuming the position of CEO in 2007, Michael's priorities have been on safety and customer service, receiving feedback and honest assessments from Life Flight Network patients that shape the company's strategic priorities going forward. According to Life Flight Network, the organization has turned toward achieving patient peace of mind, as well as best-in-class medical care transport. Some of the following comments show the effects Michael's progressive and transparent leadership style has had on the pilots, paramedics, flight nurses, and medical team. I will be eternally grateful for the crew's excellence and human kindness. They were also courteous and cheerful, that they made the trip fun even though I was in stress. I felt fully confident in their skills. The flight crew was truly awesome and totally professional. The family really appreciated the follow-up call that let us know Dad arrived safely at the hospital. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Michael embodies the standards expected from an extraordinary role model, and he is an inspiration to others. His passion, innovativeness, and accomplishments all come with safety as an overriding priority. Michael does not waver on safety. Each and every employee in the organization upholds the culture at LFN and appreciates the dedication required to never compromise that culture. He is a wise leader with a keen business sense. He has unquestionable integrity and is highly respected. There is no one more deserving of this high honor. Please help us congratulate the 2015 Program Director of the Year Award recipient, Michael Griffiths.
To help me present this award, I'd like to invite Anthony Moreland of Bell Helicopter, who's the Managing Director of North American Sales. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you, Marty. Ladies and gentlemen, I really can't top that video, but on behalf of everyone at Bell Helicopter, Michael, let me just say a hearty congratulations and thank you for everything you've done in the industry, and I wish you continued success. Thank you very much. All right. All right. Get it just to the left of the podium. Move out.
All right, it's me again here, the guy that controls the videos. So congratulations, Mike. Well deserved. So the next AAMS award is the Neonatal and Pediatric Transport Award of Excellence. Please begin the video. You guys are going to help me out by the time we get to the last one, okay?
The 2015 Neonatal and Pediatric Transport Award of Excellence, sponsored by Airborne Life Support Systems Transport Incubators. We are proud to announce this year's Neonatal and Pediatric Transport Award of Excellence is given to Ann and Robert H. Lurie Children's Hospital of Chicago's transport team. Its beginnings were modest in May of 1985, completing just over 500 transports in its first year. But by 2014, the team transported more than 1,700 patients. The transport team has played a strategic role within the Children's Hospital organization for over 30 years. In June of 2012, the team was invaluable as they moved 127 critically ill children 5 miles from its Lincoln Park location in Chicago to its new home in the downtown area on the campus of its academic medical partner, Northwestern University. The historic move took more than 14 hours with not a hitch. To assure that consistent standards of care are maintained, the team has algorithms and protocols as authorized by the team's medical director. Each is reviewed annually to assure that Lurie care standards are initiated when the team arrives at the referring hospital bedside. Another mission of the team includes education, both within the team and outside the organization. Externally, the transport team hosts and presents an annual pediatric conference attended by over 200 pediatric care providers. The team goes beyond just educating the providers and puts their heart into supporting grieving families. Since adult facilities aren't familiar with end-of-life issues in the pediatric population, the team compiled bereavement packs now stocked in team ambulances. They arranged bereavement education to referring facilities through Lurie Children's. These facilities are now able to create hand footprints, as well as assure resources are available to grieving families. The Lurie Children's Transport Team is a remarkable team of individuals with a strong commitment to providing the best patient care. Please congratulate Ann and Robert H. Lurie Children's Hospital of Chicago's Transport Team, the 2015 recipient of the Neonatal and Pediatric Transport Award of Excellence.
You guys want to line up here? Now to help me present this year's award, International Biomedical's John Seegers, and then we'll have your team line up here. So. Thanks, John.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Here, John, whenever we'll be ready to give this to you.
While we're getting set up, I wanted to take a moment and thank AAMS for allowing Airborne Life Support to sponsor this award every year. And we do this because we love babies and we love the transport business, so it gives us a lot of pleasure to present this award this year to Lurie Children's Hospital of Chicago, and I appreciate everything they do.
All right. Absolutely.
So I just want to say thank you, first of all. My name's Laura Wesley. I'm the transport team director at Lurie Children's in Chicago. First of all, thank you to Airborne for sponsoring this award. What a great way for us to further the work of the pediatric and neonatal transport teams in this industry. I also wanted to say thank you to our vendors. MedX Ambulance was able to be with us here tonight. UCAN and Lifestar, our Rotor Wing partners, and AeroCare, who take us fixed wing wherever we need to get to. Through these partnerships, we have been able to augment our training, benchmarking, and safely transport the kids where they need to go. And the team, their commitment and dedication to safety and quality programs within the team, these improvements make it tolerable for the parents to let their most prized possessions head into whatever mode of transportation is needed on that particular day. These never-ending efforts in safety and quality are ongoing. They will be always for all of us, but that's part of what makes the recognition of our team's efforts most notable and much appreciated tonight. Thank you so much.
Just give us a moment for a photo here. All right, so congratulations, Lurie Children's again. The next AAMS award is the Critical Care Ground Award of Excellence. So everybody ready? Please begin the video. Okay.
The Critical Care Ground Award of Excellence is given each year for excellence in a dedicated critical care ground service. We are very happy to announce that the 2015 Critical Care Ground Award of Excellence goes to Cleveland Metro Life Flight Critical Care Ground Team. Last year, Metro Life Flight patients received top-notch critical care at an altitude of 0 feet. That's not a riddle. The Metro Life Flight Critical Care Ground Unit offers the same capabilities of the internationally recognized Rotary service. The only difference is that the care is provided on interstates and surface streets. The Metro Life Flight's Critical Care Ground Team is sometimes overlooked for sophisticated helicopters, but they are a huge part of Metro Life Flight's and the Metro Health System's success. They just prefer to stay under the radar, literally. Known as Life Flight 7, the ground team participates in the same training as the Rotary medical crews. They spend countless hours in the simulation center, refining their skills in the cadaver lab and participating in case reviews. When not on missions, the team members assist in the trauma bays at Metro Health Medical Center, Cleveland's only Level 1 adult trauma center. Since the Ebola outbreak was recognized in Western Africa last year, it was apparent that hospitals in the United States needed to be prepared to care for highly infectious patients. The Metro Life Flight ground team stepped up to the plate in preparedness for this hazard. Representing the transport arm of Ohio's only Ebola treatment center, designated by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Metro Life Flight staff were trained in donning and doffing PPE, collaborating with the newly established Special Disease Care Unit, establishing protocols, and participating in a number of drills. The planning paid off when Metro Health was notified by the Ohio Department of Health, and a real-world patient initiated the process for dispatching a team to transport a person under investigation. Northeast Ohio is rich with quality healthcare facilities, and Metro Life Flight's ground team knows them all. In 2014, the team transported patients from 32 different healthcare sites. The patients the team cares for can be very complex. Approximately 20% of the patients were pediatric in 2014, and over a third were trauma patients. So please give a round of applause to congratulate the Critical Care Ground Award of Excellence recipient, Cleveland Metro Life Flight Critical Care Ground Team.
Go Buckeyes, right? Go Blue. All right. AAMS is proud to sponsor Critical Care Ground Award of Excellence. It really gives us an opportunity to highlight terrific ground efforts done by programs like Cleveland Metro Life Flight's Critical Care Ground Team. To speak on behalf of this terrific team, I would like to ask Life Flight's Brian Carr to say a few words after we take a quick photo. We've got to have the photo. So let's get a photo and then I'll let you talk. Yep, here's your. Good.
at Pete. Look at Pete. Oh, Pete. Check airman. Check airman.
Well, on behalf of Metro Health and Metro Lifelight, I would like to say thank you to AAMS and the community for recognizing us for this award. As the video stated, at Metro Health and Lifelight, we put as much effort into the ground service as we do for the rotary service. And the rotary service, you know, it's big, it's flashy, it draws a lot of attention. But these guys up here in the ground service, they really focus and we deliver great care. We put a lot of effort in simulation as our team are going to take it to the next level hopefully tomorrow, so whoop whoop. But once again, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Go Bucks.
Okay, normally at this point in the evening, I would ask you to start enjoying your dinner, but it seems like you guys are probably almost done and ready for dessert. So anyway, continue to enjoy your dinner, and after dinner, our host, Rick Sherlock, will come back up and finish the rest of tonight's awards lineup. So that's it for a few minutes.
Okay, thanks, Marty. Thanks, Marty, and everyone continue to enjoy your dinners, and we'll be back in a few moments. Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you to go towards your seats so we can start the rest of the program, please? Ladies and gentlemen, if I could ask you to move towards your seats so we can proceed with the rest of the program. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention again, we'd like to present the 2015 AMTC Community Award winners. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. If we could have you move towards your seats, we'll start with the Community Award winners. All right, thank you again. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, what I'd like to do as we go forward is to invite a representative from each sponsor to join me on the stage to present the award. Now, first up, we have the 2015 Airbus Helicopters Vision Zero Award. Please play the video.
Airbus Helicopters, in collaboration with AAMS in 2007, established the Vision Zero Aviation Safety Award to inspire, promote, and reward a higher level of safety awareness within the air medical industry. All AAMS programs and members are eligible from small to large, air and ground. And we congratulate our 2015 winner, Intermountain Lifelight of Salt Lake City, Utah. They've developed risk assessment tools which help determine flight crew status. In 1978, as one of the first 7 medical helicopter services in the nation, Intermountain Lifelight and their 3 Aerospatiale Alouettes operated in the wild west of the air medical business. They were setting precedent, and flight crews developed their own methods and procedures. In 1993-94, Lifelight purchased 2 Augusta 109K2s. In 2001, Intermountain Lifelight was the first program in the USA to be certified for hoist rescue, and their first hoist rescue soon followed. 5 AW109 SPs were added for a total of 7 helicopters at 5 bases. Rounding out this busy fleet are 2 Beech King Air 200s at 2 airports. Over 3,200 transports were completed in 2014. Intermountain Healthcare and LifeFlight were selected to provide healthcare and air transport during the 2002 Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City. Despite the industry's advances in technology, it continues to be human factors that contribute most adversely to air medical flight safety. Better checks are required to ensure flight crews are healthy and rested in advance of their flights. Intermountain LifeFlight's safety culture of constant innovation has always kept them at the forefront of the industry. They incorporate several risk matrices to guide decisions and advise on crew safety. Their pilot fatigue risk tool has been offered up by the FAA as an example of best practice. This year, LifeFlight opened a 24-hour base facility and implemented their crew fatigue matrix. The $10,000 award will be used to create a mobile application that will calculate a flight crew's readiness score. The cautionary warnings and alerts will advise the individual, crew members, operations control, and managers of their flight status in real time. Congratulations, Intermountain LifeFlight, on winning the 2015 Airbus Helicopters Vision Zero Aviation Safety Award.
And now to help us present this year's award is Airbus Helicopters' Jennifer Hardcastle.
Good evening. Airbus Helicopters created the Vision Zero Safety Award in 2007 to highlight the importance of safety in our air medical community. We wanted to recognize the program that not only has demonstrated a commitment to aviation safety, but has also encouraged the sharing of ideas. This year's recipient, Intermountain Healthcare LifeFlight, excels on both counts. So, with no further ado, I'd like to ask Pam Moore, Program Director of LifeFlight, to join me to receive this year's Vision Zero Safety Award.
It's Judy Carpenter. What? It's Judy Carpenter. My name's Judy.
Hello, Pam Moore. This is not Pam Moore. This is Judy Carpenter.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to first thank Airbus for this opportunity to have this award. And I'd especially like to thank my LifeFlight family. And a special thanks to Dr. Thomas, if you wouldn't mind standing up. I wouldn't be standing here today without his support and mentoring. And he truly means everything to me. So thank you very much, Frank. And to my LifeFlight family, thank you very much.
No. Coming over here. Congratulations to Intermountain LifeFlight. Before we move to the next award, again, as I mentioned earlier, the mistakes of the evening are the fault of the speaker, and my notes were incorrect. I would like to correct the event earlier. The sponsor of our pre-awards banquet reception was Textron Aviation, not Bell. So I apologize for that and like to recognize Textron. Next up, we have the Transport Mechanics Award of Excellence. Please begin the video.
The Transport Mechanics Award of Excellence, sponsored by Augusta Westland. The AAMS Transport Mechanics Award of Excellence recognizes an individual who has made significant contributions to the safe operation and the improvement of safety maintenance procedures of medical transport vehicles. With 42 years of service in air medical and helicopter aviation maintenance, please congratulate Mark Schumacher of PHI Air Medical as the 2015 recipient of the Transport Mechanics Award of Excellence. Supported by a long-standing and impeccable record of technical expertise, Mark draws on his experience to infuse a pride of ownership in airframe and power plant maintenance. Through his leadership, Mark has mentored and trained countless maintenance professionals at PHI Air Medical, both domestically and abroad. Mark shares a genuine love for what he does, often stating that he still cannot believe he gets paid to do what he loves every day. On a daily basis, Mark demonstrates that his first priority is always to provide airworthy aircraft, followed by his second priority of minimizing the out-of-service time to provide the safest and best possible availability and service. Mark has set the standard at PHI Air Medical for service excellence, performance reliability, mentorship, and leadership for 42 years. With oversight of 99 aircraft in 18 states and several international locations, Mark's influence is felt at all levels of PHI Air Medical, from the base level to company-wide. Mark's attention to detail and commitment to safety is unsurpassed and recognized widely by his colleagues. In an industry where safety and attention to detail is a life changer, Mark is the example of a professional committed to perfecting both. It is with great pleasure that we award Mark Schumacher the 2015 Transport Mechanics Award of Excellence.
And now to help us present this award is Augusta Westland's Mike Hotzen.
So this will be the third time I've presented this award, and I can't say that I've ever met a man of Mark's experience. And I don't know if the man makes the company or the company makes the man, but this is a true example of something good. So on behalf of Augusta Westland, we'd like to present Mark with a customized toolbox that we've made. Thank you. And also just congratulate Mark on behalf of who he represents, which is everybody behind the scenes that make these aircraft fly safely, efficiently, and save people's lives. Often the unsung heroes, but clearly very rewarding. 43 years?
42, going on 43.
Getting close. All right, thank you on behalf of Augusta Westland.
Well, good evening, everyone. I hope you all are enjoying the hospitality tonight. And I'm going to just like to say thank you for this opportunity. I find myself both honored and awfully humbled. And I sincerely hope that people that, especially with appreciation from the maintenance side of the house, will understand that this is not a reflection on my ability, but the dedicated effort of every member of our team who are out there tonight and every day making it work. My first experience with air medical transport was, well, let's just say a few years back. As a matter of fact, I think the favorite term back then was medevac, dust-off. We flew a Bell 47. Best of my recollection, it did have a wet compass, but it didn't have a GPS. We certainly didn't have an autopilot. No HTOS. I don't remember any medical equipment. And I'm real sure that we didn't even have a patient stretcher in those days. Our crew was the pilot and myself. And I had the sole responsibility of restraining the patient so that the pilot could fly. It's been my proud over the years to be able to see the evolution of the from the medevac to the air medical transport, which has been astonishing. We've now got aircraft that are state-of-the-art. We've got highly trained crews that are dedicated to the care of our patients. We're supported by enhanced operational control, dedicated dispatch centers, logistic experts, and a maintenance team that I'm very proud to be part of. Daily, across our operations, I watch the efforts of our crews to ensure that today we do it just a little bit better. I'm proud of PHI's commitment to safety. That's probably the thing I'm most proud of, and I do believe that zero is possible. However, until zero accidents, incidents, and injuries are obtained and maintained, every one of us still has a lot of work ahead. Thank you to PHI Air Medical for giving me the opportunity to serve with them, and to you, the members of this gathering. I look forward to continuing contributions in this evolution well into the future. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Mark. Next, we have the Barbara A. Hess Research and Education Award. Please play the video.
The Barbara A. Hess Research and Education Award, sponsored by Sikorsky Aircraft Corporation. The Barbara A. Hess Research and Education Award recognizes an individual who has significantly contributed to the enhancement, development, and promotion of the emergency medical industry through research and educational efforts. We are happy to announce this year's winner, Dr. Eric Swanson. Dr. Swanson is the medical director for University of Utah AirMed in Salt Lake City and two-term AMPA board member. Eric has given hundreds of educational presentations throughout the course of his career. As a medical educator, there are 4 qualifications you need: clarity, a case-based approach, credibility, and passion. Eric Swanson has all 4 of these qualities, hands down. Eric was awarded Medical Director of the Year by the Air Medical Physician Association in 2001 and EMS Physician of the Year by the Utah Department of Health in 2002. In 2009, he received the Air Medical Physician Association's Distinguished Physician Lifetime Achievement Award. He's a master educator in the realm of CCTM and is one of our most prolific researchers. His research interests include air medical transport, airway management, and pain management. Dr. Swanson has over 95 articles, book chapters, letters, and abstracts published in the fields of emergency medicine and air medical transport. In reading the Hess Award eligibility and judging criteria, it's as if they were specifically written with Dr. Swanson in mind. He has touched an unfathomable number of patient outcomes in his role as co-editor of the Air Medical Journal. Eric has spent countless hours recruiting AMJ authors, recruiting reviewers and editors, reviewing and editing submissions, guiding authors towards successful publishing of their work, and performing outreach for the journal. Congratulations to this year's Barbara A. Hess Research and Education Award recipient, Dr. Eric Swanson.
And now to help us present this award is Sikorsky's Jeanette Eaton.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure and privilege to be here representing Sikorsky Aircraft and presenting the Barbara Hess Award. The award truly shares the spirit of our founder, Igor Sikorsky, who early on envisioned the helicopter in saving lives. As many of you may know, Barbara Hess was the founder and director for Flight for Life, and she introduced the helicopter as well as fixed-wing aircraft into many hospitals and communities. And typically, she was visiting patients personally at their home, in their hospital, and she truly had a spirit of dedication, professional excellence, and passion, which are shared by Eric Swanson. So while many individuals can be singled out, tonight we wanted to congratulate and offer and recognize the contributions to the emergency medical transport community that Eric has provided. So at Sikorsky, we salute Eric, and we salute all of you in the room in the EMS community for truly always answering the call for help. So with that, I wanted to congratulate Eric and add this Barbara Hess Award to the list of many accomplishments that we just heard. So Eric, congratulations.